Hey guys, Dusty Smith here, and today I thought we'd take a second look at the new CBS show, God Friended Me. You know this show's gotta be on CBS, because that's all you see is BS. Maybe the worst premise for any show in the history of television, and that's really saying something. Some of you guys might remember that I already mocked the trailer of this show in one of my religious bullshit episodes, but now the full episode of this show is out, and I thought it deserved a longer look, because this show is nothing but your typical anti-atheist propaganda. So it starts off with this guy, and he's obviously based on people like me and other atheist podcasters on YouTube. He has his own atheist podcast telling people that there's no God, that religion is nothing but a fairy tale for adults. You know, reasonable common sense shit. So he gets done shooting his atheist podcast, and he's leaving the studio, and the next thing you know, he gets a friend request from God. Because if you're an all-powerful, all-knowing being, this is exactly how you would communicate with people, through Facebook. So the atheist is like, what? And just ignores God. But you don't fucking ignore God, dude. He's persistent. God keeps friend requesting him over and goddamn over. So finally he's like, whatever, I'll friend request you, God. So he friend requests God. Then the next thing you know, God starts sending him friend request recommendations. Because God ain't got nothing better to do. 20,000 kids starving in the world every goddamn day. People getting raped all over the fucking place. People being brutally tortured and killed all the goddamn time. But God's busy fucking around on Facebook. But anyway, God sends him a friend recommendation of this guy named John Dove. Then the next thing you know, fucking John Dove bumps into him on the street. And he's like, what the fuck? So he follows John Dove into the subway, and John Dove about to kill himself jumping in front of a subway train. So the guy says, hey, John Dove, don't fucking kill yourself by jumping in front of a subway train. So John Dove doesn't. He doesn't kill himself. He gets on the subway and he's like, dude, you just totally fucking saved my life. Then he rides away. Then the atheist is like, what in the fuck is going on here? But he just kind of ignores it and keeps going on about his own goddamn life. So then God sends the dumb-ass atheist another friend request, this cute white chick. He's like, damn, God, you got good taste. I'd definitely be friends with her. But then he's like, wait a minute. I bet this bitch is behind the God profile. I better stalk her ass. So he starts stalking her. And he's like, bitch, I know you're God. And she's like, get the fuck away from me, you crazy asshole. But he doesn't. He keeps stalking her. So then this dumbass atheist has a friend who is a elite hacker, of course. So he goes to his friend. He's like, friend, I want you to hack Facebook, find out who the fuck God is. So of course his friend starts doing it, starts hacking fucking Facebook. And the elite hacker's like, fuck, God's got some mad coding skills, dude. I can't hack his ass. Which, duh. God's probably running like Windows 20 or some shit. He's fucking unhackable. So the next thing you know, he finds out where the pretty white girl's working, goes stalks her some more, and then they become friends and shit. Because if there's one thing my life has taught me, it's that pretty white girls always make friends with their stalkers. And then if this show wasn't stupid enough already, this is where the show goes full anti-atheist retard. She asks him, why are you an atheist? And I bet $1 million all you motherfuckers can already guess why this guy is an atheist. It's because something really bad happened to him in his life and he's mad at God. That's right. When this guy was a kid, his mom got cancer. But then she miraculously got cured of cancer. But then on her way home from the hospital, she got in a car accident and she died. And he's like, what? I'm so fucking mad at you, God. I'm an atheist now. And of fucking course, this is the route you went, CBS. Of fucking course. This is what us atheists fucking hear constantly. You're only an atheist because something bad happened to you. Why are you so mad at God? No, motherfuckers! I'm not mad at God because he don't goddamn exist. I'm mad at you for continuously claiming that this is why I'm a goddamn atheist. Look, nothing bad happened to me. I had an awesome life. I'm still having a fucking awesome life. This shit rocks. The only reason I'm an atheist is because there's no evidence of God. It's that simple. I can't believe in things there are no evidence for. No evidence for Santa Claus. I don't believe in him. No evidence for the Tooth Fairy. Don't believe in him. No evidence for the Easter Bunny. Don't fucking believe in it. No evidence for God. No belief. It's that simple. You see, I used to believe, but then I went out to prove an atheist friend of mine that he was wrong, and I found out he was right. I simply researched it for myself, realized there's no evidence for any of the shit that happened to the Bible. There's no evidence for any of these religions. There's no evidence that an all-powerful, all-knowing God is interfering in our lives whatsoever. But there is plenty of evidence for science and the laws of nature and the Big Bang Theory and evolution. So that's what I believe is more probable to be true than not. Nothing horrible happened to me. Not mad at God. I'm simply a logical motherfucker. So 2 middle fingers for you right there, CBS, for continuing to spread this bullshit anti-atheist talking point. It's old as fuck, dudes. Next thing you know, this dude finds out that this pretty white girl hadn't seen her mom since she was a kid. So he finds out where she is, and he sends the girl to see her, and she goes and sees her. And she finds out that the reason her mom abandoned her is because she had another kid. So then the pretty white girl runs away, and as she's running away, she gets hit by a fucking car. Then the next thing you know, fucking John Dove happens to be right there. And guess what? He's a fucking doctor, of course. And then he saves her life, of course. You know, cause Jesus and shit. So the next thing you know, pretty white girl's in the hospital, and she's fine, and her mom comes to see her. They make up and everything. They become a family again. Then the next thing you know, his elite hacker friend finds love. So the next thing you know, of course, the dumb-ass atheist is no longer an atheist. He's a Christian again. He starts going to his dad's church. Yep, his dad's a pastor. And he makes up with his dad, and they start having a father-son relationship again. Isn't Jesus awesome? Seriously, this is the kind of hammy shit you expect to see in Christian movies, but it's really depressing to see this on a major network in the current era. And you know, probably half the people working at CBS are atheists themselves. They're just going for this Christian money grab that's all the rage these days. Shame on you, CBS. We see right through you. But obviously this show's gonna fail miserably. Obviously this show's gonna be a rating stinker. And maybe when it does, CBS will rethink their writing these one-dimensional atheist characters. But until then, I'll keep pointing out their stupid bullshit, and I'll keep kicking their monkey asses with logic. Fuck yes. Hey guys, Dusty Smith here with our new rescue, a very pregnant Miss Diva. Just look at that big old belly. She's so fat. Don't claw my eyes out. As most of you guys know, I don't make any money off YouTube anymore. And the main reason I still do videos is to fund the Humanist Society of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary, where we rescue abandoned animals and try to give them a good home. If you guys like my show, please consider donating to me on Patreon. Even $1 or $2 really helps. And for those of you going to my Patreon, you might notice that my Patreon has been switched to adult. So many people who hate me have been spamming my Patreon, trying to get my channel and all my social media shut down. And because of this false flagging, Patreon has set my Patreon channel to adult for some reason. So please just ignore that. Anyway, thanks for the help. Love you guys.